Manchester United eyeing deal for Sporting star Maxi Araujo. According to Court Offside, Manchester United are showing interest in signing Sporting CP left-back Maxi Araujo during the summer transfer window. The Red Devils booked their spot in the Champions League after a hard-fought 3-2 Premier League win over Liverpool at Old Trafford. Luke Shaw played the full 90 minutes from left-back. Shaw has been ever-present in the league campaign for Man United, but the Englishman may need to be carefully managed next season with the extra workload in other competitions. Court Offside claim that Man United are weighing up an approach for Araujo, who has made immense progress at Sporting CP and recently impressed against Arsenal in the Champions League. Araujo has a staggering £69 million release clause in his Sporting contract, but he could be signed for a package between £35 million and £43 million during the next transfer window. Araujo made a big impression during the Champions League quarter-final ties against Arsenal recently. He won a stunning 10 dribbles in the first leg at home with 7 recoveries and 7 successful tackles. The Uruguayan also made several overlapping runs and was denied a fantastic goal by a splendid fingertip save by goalkeeper David Raya. The 26-year-old is an attack-minded fullback, but has also caught the eye with his defensive contributions. He has the traits to become a Premier League regular and could be seen as a straight competitor to Luke Shaw, who will enter the last year of his United contract this summer. Shaw has a 12-month extension clause in his deal. Patrick Dorgu was signed as a potential competitor to Shaw in the squad, but the Dane has looked vulnerable defensively for the Mancunian Giants. He is more comfortable operating as a wide attacking player and has played exclusively in that role under interim manager Michael Carrick on either side of his hamstring injury setback. If United were to land Araujo from Sporting, Dorgu's future could be higher up the pitch for United. Chelsea are also keen on landing the services of Araujo, but may struggle to convince him with the lack of Champions League football. The Blues may have to win the FA Cup to even qualify for the Europa League next campaign. Manchester United have secured Champions League football for next season, and now have their eye on signing one star who's shown in the competition this season to add to their squad. The Red Devils secured their place among Europe's elite with a 3-2 win over Liverpool at Old Trafford on Sunday afternoon, putting them in third place in the table with a 6-point gap ahead of both Liverpool and Aston Villa below them, after goals from Matheus Cunha, Benjamin Sesko and Kobbie Mainoo. Now plans are underway to add to their squad ahead of the new season, despite the transfer window not being open yet, and they have identified left-back as one area they want to strengthen. According to a report by Court Offside, manunited have stepped up their interest in Sporting CP star Maxi Araujo ahead of the upcoming transfer window. The 26-year-old has shown for the Portuguese side this season, making 36 appearances, and impressed during the Champions League quarter-final clash against Arsenal too, which has seen his reputation grow as a result. The Uruguay international is someone who United believe could be a top, modern fullback option due to his quality going forward as well as defensively, as they look for a long-term successor for Luke Shaw, who will be entering the final year of his contract this summer. With a contract that runs until 2029 and contains a £69 million release clause, Sporting are open to a sale for the right fee, although it's reported that they would be willing to sell Araujo for around €50 million, £43.2 million instead, especially if there are a number of bidders involved in the race for his signature. Shaw has had a real resurgence this season, being the only man a TD player to start every Premier League game so far this season. However, the England international has managed just 1 assist all season, which shows where his flaws are. Araujo would provide a lot more attacking impetus and would be a great threat going forward, but defensively he's not as good, and for such a big fee, United would be expecting a player to come in who is more complete and well-rounded. It would be a gamble of a signing, but with so much to do in the transfer window, United can't afford to go big and then get it wrong, so they must be careful about committing to any deals that aren't right for them.